Hey, welcome to another week of Choosing Love. It is so wonderful to have you here. Welcome. This week we're going to talk about creating lifelong habits that advance love, connection, and belonging and reduce fearful reactions. Our brains have incredible processing capacity and are extraordinarily efficient. In order to operate, our brain has set patterns or habits it uses to reserve some power for unanticipated events that occur each day. You can name a few, right? Especially as educators. In fact, between 40 to 95% of our behavior is habitual. This includes what we think, say, and our overall actions. Think about how much of your life you do on autopilot, from putting on your seatbelt, driving, eating, and bedtime routine. Much of our reactions to what happens in our environment are habitual, including those to our loved ones. Habits traditionally have three parts: a routine, a reward, and a cue. If our goal is to be thoughtful in our response and to choose love in the form of kindness, caring, and compassion, we need to break the habit cycle. For example, let's say we want to stop being annoyed at our spouse who's always late. We need to change up our routine by taking a breath when we feel the trigger of annoyance, in through the nose for a count of 4, and then out through the nose for a count of 6. Then thoughtfully respond with a smile instead. Not only will you be rewarded with a dose of nurturing, healing love yourself, which is a mix of feel-good neurochemicals, also called the happiness quartet, but this would most likely get a positive reward in kind from the other person. This helps perpetuate the action. The cue equals the choice moment. Information goes in, and we get to decide what comes out. Ultimately, love or fear. Remember, our brains want to keep us safe, and because of this, we have a negative bias. Our brains are scanning our memory banks as well for past memories to keep us from getting hurt. This, however, keeps us in a reactive stance. We want to be proactive and create the life we want to live. We do this through our choice moments and heroic choices. Heroic choices look like having courage in the face of fear and uncertainty, being grateful rather than entitled, forgiving rather than seeking revenge, and stepping outside our own busyness and distraction and helping others. Opinions vary, but it generally takes about 30 days to create a new habit. But each time you try, you'll be forging a stronger love channel and pruning from the fear circuits. You'll find it totally gets easier as it goes. And just think about all the benefits of happiness, joy, and even better relationships. Okay, I'm in. All right, our lessons to life and call to action today is to identify a positive action you'd like to incorporate into your life, like thoughtfully responding with love instead of reacting in annoyance with something that happens routinely. Work on forming a habit to achieve that goal. Remember that every single time you use your choice moments and respond heroically, you're changing the wiring in your brain and making it easier for you to do the next time. Hey, even when you're aware that you're being triggered, when you're aware that something's happening and you would like to respond in a different way, you are ahead of the vast majority of people. So celebrate that, because that's amazing. Just that awareness piece. You can just start with that awareness piece and then move it from just awareness into actually changing that reaction into a thoughtful response that is loving. So we are working towards being the best version of ourselves, through our heroic choices, and actually our superpower as human beings is in our ability to choose from moment to moment how we thoughtfully respond. And thank you for choosing love. You know how much I appreciate and love you. Thank you for what you do. It takes so much courage. You have the hardest but best job in the world, most important for sure. All right, make it a great week. I'll see you next Monday.